If you have ever felt like you're doing everything right with the law of attraction, but still not seeing the results you desire, you're not alone. Many of us have been there, feeling frustrated and wondering if we're missing some secret ingredient. Well, there's no secret ingredient, but there are 4 critical mistakes that might be holding you back. In this video, I'm going to reveal these 4 major pitfalls that even experienced practitioners often fall into. But more importantly, I'll show you how to sidestep these traps and unlock the true power of the law of attraction. Let's start with the first and perhaps the most crucial misunderstanding about the law of attraction. Many people, when they first learn about this concept, think it's all about attracting external things into their lives. They focus on manifesting that dream car, the perfect relationship, that comfortable home, or their ideal job. And while there's nothing wrong with wanting these things, this approach often misses the true power of the law of attraction. Imagine you're standing in front of a mirror. The reflection you see isn't just your physical appearance. It's a representation of your inner world, your beliefs about yourself, your sense of self-worth. The law of attraction works in much the same way. The experiences and circumstances in your life are reflections of your inner state of being. So, the first mistake is trying to change the reflection without changing what's being reflected. It's like trying to fix a leaky sink when the real issue is with the well. We need to go to the source, our core beliefs and self-image. I remember when I first started working with the law of attraction, I was so focused on attracting a new car into my life. I visualized it, made vision boards, and kept affirming that it was coming to me. But deep down, I had this nagging belief that I wasn't worthy of nice things, that I didn't deserve success. No matter how much I visualized that car, it wasn't showing up in my life. It wasn't until I addressed that core belief of unworthiness that things started to shift. I had to dig deep and uncover where that belief came from, acknowledge it, and then work on changing it. But when I started to genuinely believe that I was worthy of good things, not only did opportunities for better cars start showing up, but my whole life began to transform. Speaking of core beliefs, let me share a personal story with you that illustrates how these beliefs can form and impact our lives. As a young teenager, I went to a party in high school, and there was this girl who was 2 or 3 years older than me. I've always liked her. She was quite beautiful, and young me, full of courage or maybe just blissful ignorance, decided to ask her to dance. I walked up to her, my heart pounding, and asked her to dance without hesitation. She laughed and said, "Oh, you're so cute." Now I know she didn't mean any harm, but to a young teenager, it was pretty crushing. She then turned around to find her friends, trying to quickly avoid the awkward encounter. That moment, as insignificant as it might seem, stuck with me. It created a belief in my young mind that I wasn't worthy of being around or approaching women I found attractive. For years after that, whenever I'd try to talk to someone I was attracted to, I'd feel this underlying nervousness, this sense of unworthiness. Every time I approached someone, that memory would flash in my mind, bringing with it all those feelings of inadequacy. It became a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'd feel unworthy, act nervous, and then interpret any less than positive response as confirmation of my unworthiness. But here's the beautiful part of this story. I learned to look at that memory differently. I realized it was just one experience, one moment in time. It didn't define me or my worth. That girl's response wasn't about my value as a person. It was simply an older girl trying to handle an awkward situation with a younger teenager. When I finally understood this and let go of the meaning I had attached to that experience, it felt like a weight lifted off my chest. My whole self-image changed. I no longer saw myself as that awkward, unworthy kid, but as a confident adult worthy of love and affection. This is the power of addressing our core beliefs. When we change these, we change the very foundation of our reality. Remember, the law of attraction isn't about forcing change in the outside world. It's about aligning our inner world with what we desire. Before going forward, let me ask you to give a like to this video. It helps us a lot in spreading the knowledge to the people that need it. Thank you. Now let's talk about another common stumbling block in working with the law of attraction: the attachment to how things will manifest. This is the second big mistake many of us make. We often get so caught up in the specifics of how we think things should happen that we miss the beautiful, often unexpected ways the universe brings our desires to us. It's like planning a road trip and getting upset when you encounter an unexpected detour. But what if that detour leads you to the most breathtaking view you've ever seen, or introduces you to a person who changes your life? The key is to focus on your state of being, rather than trying to control every little detail. When something doesn't go as planned, instead of seeing it as an obstacle, try to see it as part of the process. It's all leading you somewhere beautiful, even if you can't see it yet. This doesn't mean you shouldn't take action or make plans. By all means, set your goals and work towards them. But hold those plans loosely. Be open to unexpected opportunities and paths. Trust that the universe has a broader perspective and can bring you what you desire in ways you might not have considered. Remember, the one thing you always have control over is how you respond to what life brings you. When you encounter something unexpected, take a deep breath and say to yourself that this too is part of my path, and trust the process. The third common mistake in working with the law of attraction is lack of focus. In our eagerness to improve our lives, we often try to change everything at once. We set goals for our health, our relationships, our career, our spiritual life, all at the same time. It's like trying to watch multiple live streams simultaneously. You end up not really seeing anything clearly. I remember a time when I was guilty of this. I had just learned about the law of attraction, and I was so excited that I wanted to apply it to every area of my life immediately. I had vision boards for my dream car, my ideal relationship, the house I wanted, the body I wished for. You name it, I was trying to manifest it. But you know what happened? Nothing, or at least nothing significant. I was spreading my energy so thin that I wasn't making real progress in any area. It was frustrating and disheartening, and for a while, I thought maybe this whole law of attraction thing didn't work. Then I learned about the power of focused energy. Think of it like this: if you take a magnifying glass and focus the sun's rays on a single point, you can start a fire. But if you just hold up the magnifying glass without focusing it, not much happens. Our energy works the same way. So I decided to experiment. I chose one area of my life to focus on: my income. I poured all my energy into visualizing myself with a double income. I aligned my actions with this vision, making better use of my time, procrastinating less, and actively finding new ways to monetize my strong points. I kept my focus on this one area for several months. And you know what? Not only did my income improve quite significantly, but I started noticing positive changes in other areas of my life too. My confidence grew, I was way more optimistic, and of course I wasn't worried about any bills. It was like a domino effect, all from focusing on one area. This taught me a valuable lesson. When you focus your energy on one thing, you amplify your manifesting power. Plus, the positive changes in that one area often spill over, creating a ripple effect of positive transformation in our lives. So my advice to you is this: pick one area of your life to focus on. Maybe it's your income, or your career, or your relationship, anything. Pour your energy into that one area. Visualize it, feel it, align your actions with it, give it time and dedicated focus. You'll be amazed at the results, both in that specific area and in your life as a whole. There's one more mistake people make when it comes to the law of attraction, and it's a sneaky one. This fourth mistake is not having constant reminders of the principles you're trying to apply. You see, we live in a world full of distractions. From the moment we wake up to when we go to bed, we're bombarded with information, tasks, and stimuli that can easily pull our focus away from our goals and intentions. It's like trying to stay on a straight path in a forest where every tree is calling your name, tempting you to wander off course. Think about it like this. Have you ever bought a new car and suddenly you start seeing that same model everywhere? It's not that there are suddenly more of these cars on the road. It's just that your mind is now tuned to notice them. That's the power of keeping something in your awareness. The people that you're seeing succeed in harnessing the law of attraction and manifesting have constant reminders all around them, so there's never the risk of forgetting their path. We got many messages about people's struggles with this, many people sharing their own story that all showed inconsistency more than anything. So we found a solution in creating the 12 universal laws, printable reminders. And no, we haven't done it with overpriced posters or anything like that. We just helped with the clear content and give you the freedom to choose what's best for you without breaking the bank. Remember, the law of attraction isn't a set it and forget it process. It's about consistently aligning your energy with what you want to manifest. These reminders help you do just that, keeping you in that space of positive expectation and aligned action. Working with the law of attraction isn't about perfection, it's about progress, about becoming the best version of yourself. Be patient, celebrate small wins, and trust the process. Every step you take in aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with what you desire is powerful. You're not just changing your circumstances, you're transforming yourself. And that, my friend, is the true magic of the law of attraction. If we brought value to your day, please consider giving a like to this video and maybe even sharing it to the ones you care about. Also, I want to thank the members of this channel for directly supporting our content. We really appreciate it.